We're going to try to find out by the end of this what executions, animal sacrifices, and Valentine's Day all have in common. Stick around to the end to find out, my friends.
Where are we going?
We're going somewhere fun.
You have no idea where we're going. I told you.
Okay, guys, you ready to go? Let's do this.
We're going on a date.
Date night. Well, today, if you haven't guessed, it's all about Valentine's Day. So we're going to talk through it, do some trivia, go through the history of it, but the facts behind it are really unhinged, really crazy. Have you guys ever looked into it?
No, I've never really thought about Valentine's Day. It's one of those holidays that it's great. I love it. You kind of forget that's happening, you know?
It's true. I'm not a big Valentine's Day person either, so that's why we're going on a Valentine's Day date right now for a podcast.
True.
Which of the following traditions is not a real way that a country celebrates Valentine's Day? So I'm going to give you a couple, and you tell me which one isn't true. So A, in this country, lovers exchange intricately carved wooden love spoons, symbolizing affection and care.
BS. Yes!
Not buying love spoons, huh?
I feel like that's something in like Sweden or something.
No one's making spoons.
What do you mean? I think it could have been possible.
Look, there's rocks in some of them that are love experts, so there could be love
What's
spoons.
going
Number
on
two,
here?
in this country, couples hold grand mass wedding ceremonies, offering couples a shared celebration. So a bunch of different couples come in, and they all get married at the same time in a big, huge wedding.
That's just called Vegas. That's
So wait, they get married, like that's the first time they get married?
What?
It's not like a vow renewal.
No, it's not about renewal. It's like, hey, we're all kind of in the mood to get
She's
married.
like, we should get married again. Excuse to have another party. That'd be fun.
I don't think it works exactly like that. Okay, and C, in this country, February 14th is a day for women to give chocolate to men. And then the men reciprocated a month later on March 14th.
You know why women go first? Because if men go first, there would be no
It would never
holiday.
happen. And then the last one, in this country, it's not actually called Valentine's Day, it's called Friendship Day. So everybody gets to participate.
Is that America?
What do you think?
That's just California.
So what do you guys think? Which one of those is not?
I'm leaning towards the friendship one, because that's a little strange. And then maybe the spoons.
The spoon one I think is legit. I'm going to say the wedding one. Who wants to share their wedding day with the other people?
No, that's 100% true. I'm going to guess, do I do the spoons or the friendship one? Let's do spoons.
Spoons.
I say wedding.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, you're both wrong. All of them are real traditions.
Oh,
Kinda
trick
wrong.
question.
It's very, very trick. So in Wales, that's where the love spoons come from.
I told you that was legit. And I told you it was like Northern Europe.
That goes back centuries, symbolizing affection and care. So maybe you got your wife a love spoon today, if you really cared about her, but maybe you didn't. In the Philippines is where they host the mass weddings. And it's
Okay.
offering couples a shared communal celebration of their love, shared together. South Korea, Valentine's Day is part of a series. So that's the one where the women celebrate February 14th, and then the men come back in March 14th. That's called White Day. So Valentine's Day and White Day. To return the favor, the men come back. So kind of cool.
That's cool.
And the country of Estonia is where they had that unique twist, Sobrepav, which translates to Friendship Day. So that's it, right? So let's keep it moving. We're going to keep in the recent history of Valentine's Day. So you guys know, and you can see by Jake's response in the beginning, it's kind of a controversial holiday, right? Not everybody's buying into it.
Yeah, that's true.
So that said, when United States adults were asked, what percent said they were not planning to celebrate Valentine's Day this year? Right? 29%, 42%, 56%, or 68%?
I'm going to say I feel like maybe social media makes it feel like everyone celebrates it, but I feel like it's closer to half. So I'm going to say 42%. I think it's pretty close to half is my guess. Don't celebrate it.
These are very specific numbers.
Very
So,
specific,
very
yes.
Like Sam
Because
again?
one is specifically correct.
Maybe. We don't know. Or maybe they're all correct.
I got a feeling that people don't have plans, but they do stuff. You know, we never have plans, but we end up doing something.
Do we?
So what number?
What were the last two?
29, 42, 56, 68.
Don't do it.
Yeah, they're not planning on it. So maybe they do, but they're not planning on celebrating Valentine's Day.
I'll do 68.
68.
So 42 and 68. We'll split it down the middle with the correct answer, and that's 56.
Dude, my logic was close.
I was gonna do that one.
Over half of the people in the United States, adults, say that they're not going to celebrate. There's kind of this stigma, from the negative side, that specifically if you're not in a romantic relationship, like you're obligated to perform it, and people really hate that. Right? I shouldn't have to do something romantic for someone if I don't have someone that I'm romantically close with. Because some people struggle with relationships and things like that. Some people don't have people they're dating. But mostly, people don't like to celebrate it because they think it's too commercialized.
That is true.
Right?
But wouldn't that go along with Christmas? Like,
I
why
think
don't people celebrate Christmas then?
They complain about all of them.
That's true.
The same people that are complaining.
Yeah, but I feel like there's obviously, yes, I think a lot of holidays have become more commercialized, but I think Christmas, the reason why people like it is because there's I don't know, more traditions. It's more nostalgic and stuff. Whereas Valentine's Day, I feel like the pressure to celebrate it is more so as an adult than as a kid, actually.
You know why I think it is?
Dude.
Maybe it's my next question. Because they might be a certain type of gender that don't like it. But let's get into the meat, before we do that, of Valentine's Day, the bustling business. It makes a lot of money, right? So in 2025, consumers spent over $27 billion on Valentine's Day. It's the 5th biggest spending holiday in the US. So it's a major moneymaker. There's some people that really want to make sure this holiday does not go away, even if 56% of the people don't like it. But the question is, are those costs spread evenly? I may argue not. So here's the question. How much more money do men spend than women on average for Valentine's Day?
So men spend more.
Well,
say.
that's the question. So is it $40 more, or $90 more, or $140 more, or $190 more, or actually women spend more? What do you think?
I think women spend more than men on Valentine's Day.
Girls, even if they're not in a relationship, will still spend money on Valentine's Day. Men won't do that. But if a man is in a relationship, he's spending all of it. He's spending all the money. So I'm going to say men spend at least 150? Was that an option?
140 and then 190.
140.
140, okay. Here you go. The average man spends $249.
Oh.
The average woman spends $57. The man spends, on average, $190 more.
190?
So you were incorrect.
Dang.
I think maybe that's why men don't enjoy it as much. At least at Christmas, the commercialized holiday, theoretically, you get the same amount of gift, maybe even a little bit better as a man.
I don't know why men spend more, though. Why is it the holiday where men have to get stuff for girls? If it's about love, shouldn't we all be getting each other stuff?
Yeah, but I think that culturally it is expected that men plan a date, get flowers, get, all that jazz, chocolates. The women aren't expected to do that. No man wants a cute, fluffy bear.
That's true. And also, dinner. If you're paying for dinner, that right there is the extra $190.
True.
Well, it's a good thing we're paying for dinner.
Right? We're paying as a team.
We pay the exact same amount for Valentine's Day.
Okay, so we talked about there's some things that you get on Valentine's Day. Obviously, you said dinner, but Valentine's Day is also the largest holiday for flower sales. If you didn't know, makes sense, right? In a given year, how many roses are produced for Valentine's Day in the United States? 50 million, 150 million, 250 million, or 350 million?
Just for Valentine's Day?
Just for Valentine's Day, produced.
I mean, 150 million seems crazy.
It's a lot of flowers.
300 million is even crazier. I'm gonna guess 150 just because 300 sounds insane.
I'm sending it 350.
You're all the way to the top?
Yeah.
Once again, if you guys would just split down the middle, you'd be great. 250 million.
Dang it!
That's a lot of flowers. In comparison, just to think about something in comparison, the Tournament of Roses parade, the parade on New Year's Day, it uses 18 million roses for that whole parade.
That many more get sold during
Well,
Valentine's
produced.
Day?
Yeah, 250 million get made for Valentine's Day.
I guess when you buy a bouquet, it's not like you're buying one singular
So
flower.
if you buy one, you're not going to be together very much longer, right? You're getting 12.
Because you buy like at least 12.
So, a lot of money, giving gifts. We talked about flowers. In 2025, so last year, what type of gift was given the most on Valentine's Day? A dinner out, flowers, candy, greeting cards.
A dinner out has to be number one.
Yeah, but if you're like a homebody, I feel like flowers, you get flowers for someone if you're going out, but you also get flowers for someone if you're staying in. I'm going to say flowers.
Going out.
Going out to eat and flowers are both incorrect. It is.
Is it chocolate?
It is candy.
Oh, that was my other.
That's literally my fourth pick was
My
going to be.
No, that.
You're like, there's no way it's candy.
Is there a record for like being this bad? I don't think we've gotten a single one right.
You have not, but I think I have one of the worst. So, either way, though, candy is included in 56% of the gifts that go out. Flowers and greeting cards were at 40% each, and a dinner out was only 35%. I'm assuming a lot of the kids can't afford the dinners out. So if you're like a teenager or something, you might not be going out.
Kids are included in this?
Well, I don't mean kids. I mean like teenagers, or maybe you're a college kid and you're too poor.
But like, I wonder if these stats include like little kids going to elementary school and like.
They don't.
They don't?
Okay, so we talked about candy. Basically 60%, 6 out of 10 are getting candy, right? So let's talk about candy a little bit. What is America's favorite Valentine's Day candy?
Dove chocolate.
A, heart-shaped box of chocolates. B, Hershey Kisses. C, Conversation Hearts. Or D, M&M's.
The one I thought.
Fair, right? So what
Maybe.
you get.
I mean, I want to say Conversation Hearts or Hershey Kisses, but I hate Conversation Hearts. They're terrible to eat.
I know they're chalky, aren't they?
Yeah, they're terrible. But then again, when else are you going to buy them?
What do you think?
It's like Hershey Kisses.
I'll agree. Hershey Kisses.
Conversation Hearts are just terrible to eat.
That is incorrect. The number one answer is heart-shaped box of chocolates.
Oh, I forgot about that option.
That's 30% of them.
Never bought. Can you go buy those?
No, like the box.
Yes, you're gonna go buy one for your wife for
Yeah,
Valentine's
but
Day.
you're one in the
We're
back
gonna
hidden
stop
for
in.
me to
You're gonna get
give.
some flowers and a.
That's right. It's in the back. I just bought those.
Yeah, you got me a gift for Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's like a heart-shaped box, and there's different assortment of chocolates in it.
Yeah, and we just grabbed
The
one.
worst though is because they don't always label. The fun part is they don't always label what kind of chocolate it is. So you bite it and you guess, and if you get like a bad one, like orange flavored, then you just
30% of the people like.
don't ask too many.
Number 2 is the Conversation Hearts. Number 3 is the Hershey Kisses, and number 4 is M&M's.
Dang, that was a good option, Dad.
Hershey Kisses is kind of cool, huh?
I know you're coming up with these questions. Good job.
Thank you very much. It wasn't hard to come up with a question because that was in the poll, and that was the third highest.
Good job.
Okay.
Good job delivering it.
So keep it on with candy. Which company invented the heart-shaped box back in 1861? Was it Cadbury, Milka, the Hershey Chocolate Company, or Nico, New England Confectionery Company? Which one of those was it?
I don't think Hershey's that old. We went to the Hershey Chocolate Factory.
We did go there.
What? I don't remember it being that old.
Well, the factory that was for tourists that we went in was not that old.
no,
it was like
no, duh. But I'm saying I don't remember the guy being that old.
the guy was a new guy. Remember, they bring people into the tours all the time.
not the tour guide, the original Hershey guy.
Oh, the original.
No,
I don't remember how
the
old he
original
was.
Hershey guy. I don't know what else she's talking about.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say the last option, the Nico. one.
Nico, New England Confectionery Company,
I would think it's not that old. If it's going to be 1800s,
1861.
it has to be probably England or somewhere down there.
Well, I did say the last one was New England Confectionery Company.
That was my bad.
So if you're shooting for England, you may have misread the
Cadbury.
situation.
Is Cadbury English?
I'll do
We should divide our votes because we both keep.
true.
That's not been working yet.
I'll do the New England one. Still. What are you going to pick?
I'll pick Cadbury. Yeah.
Okay, and the correct answer is Cadbury. That's
Dang it.
correct. Nico makes the Conversation Hearts, if you didn't know.
Oh.
But it was created by the son of the Cadbury founder, John Cadbury. So he started making it in fancy boxes to increase sales.
Good job.
Yeah, he introduced it in 1861 on Valentine's Day, and today it sells more than 36 million. 58 million pounds of chocolate. Crazy, huh? So we talked about conversation hearts. That's Nico, the one you chose. They had the little heart-shaped messages on it. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You remember some of the messages?
Be mine.
Be
right?
mine, yeah, like those little small ones. Well, they used to be bigger when they were first made, right? And have longer phrases on them. Which of the following messages was not originally printed on the conversation hearts? A, married in white, you have chosen right. Patience and love, ensure fortune above. How long shall I have to wait? Please be considerate. If you love me, prove it soon. Which one of those was never on one of the hearts? That means 3 of those weird things was on a heart.
I'm gonna say the last option, the prove it one. I love
Prove
the,
it?
I'm gonna think you're tricking us again, and it's all of them.
All of the above.
That's what I'm choosing.
What do you think?
Sure.
Sure? That is incorrect.
Are you kidding me?
Patience and love, ensure fortune above. That has never been on there. So
That
that
sounds
means
like a chat answer. Is that a chat
someone
answer?
said, if you love me, prove it soon. If it had enough of a ring that they wanted to put on a bunch of them and sell them, and people bought them back in 1800s. Right?
Married in white.
Married in white, you have chosen
I
right.
should give you the prove it one.
Did you know that those hearts actually started as medical lozenges? That's what he was making. And
Like
then he's like,
caps?
what's that?
Like-
Yeah. And so he's like, hey, this, I could make these faster. And he developed a machine that could make them. And then he said, hey, maybe I can put little sayings on them and sell them with more sugar in it. Took off. But that didn't happen until 1866. Daniel Chase did that. Okay.
In America?
Nico, New England Confectionery Company. That's exactly where it was.
I want to know about the executions and animal stuff.
We are coming to that.
That's what I've been waiting
Hold
for.
back,
totally
hold
forgot about
back.
that. You keep on us hanging.
A little bit on that vein, though. Let's get a little bit negative. You want to get negative?
Yeah.
Let's do
More
that. 'cause we've been
negative
most people send out messages for this holiday that are like, I love you so much. Victorian era folks sometimes use Valentine's as a way to decline love. Say, no, I'm not really interested. In the mid 1800s, a new style of Valentine's Day card popped up that were cynical, sarcastic, and often mean-spirited. These Valentine's Day cards were called what? Penny Valentines, Vinegar Valentines, Truth Valentines, or American Valentines? What do you think?
I feel like truth and Valentine's is kind of funny, so I'll do that one.
Say penny. I think you can pay a penny to get one of these.
Those are your final answers?
Yes.
Those are both incorrect. Just keeping on our,
We're like tragically
our
bad
same
at
thing. They're
this.
called Vinegar Valentines.
That was my next choice.
That was your next one. If I could choose one more, my second choice. Vinegar Valentines were a type of cheeky postcard, enjoyed a century of popularity. So it was from like 1840 to 1940 is how they were super popular. And what's interesting is when it first came out, for like the first 10 years, back then when you sent postage, right, you had to pay when you received it. So they would send this card that you think is this nice Valentine's Day card, you'd receive it, have to pay for it, and it was this like this cheeky diss.
That's an amazing thing.
Bring it back, guys.
Let's bring it back. Honestly, you could have like an email that sends out, and you can't open the email until you pay. some
Yeah, you had
money.
to pay.
And so you can just send like thousands of emails to someone, and they like the only way they can open it is just to pay money.
So they can choose not to open it, but if they want to see what it says, then they have to pay, right? Is that what you're
Well,
saying?
when you saying for the email or for this? Yeah, you would have to pay for it to get it for them to hand you the card back in the day. And so this is what it would do. They insulted people's looks, intelligence, or occupation. So there you go.
What would we say to each other if we were sending ones?
Oh, baby, there's nothing that he could say about you.
You thought of one, didn't you?
He was lining them up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Next question.
Well, although Vinegar
Great, and get
Valentine,
straight to the point.
so Vinegar Valentines are a little salty, but we are just around the corner from where we came to this video for, right?
Yes, animal sacrifices.
We are
Thank
getting to the
goodness.
meat of why Valentine's Day started. It's so weird, right? And some of this stuff's already weird. Vinegar Valentines? Actually, I think we should bring that one back, is what I think. But let's move on. Let's get back into like the past a little bit, right? So the bridge between the really old craziness that we're going to talk about in a bit and where we are now, there had to be some kind of bridge in there, right? And there's one specific poet who's given the credit for kind of making that bridge. This English poet is credited for connecting St. Valentine's Day with the romance that we know today. Who do you think it is? Sir Walter Raleigh, William Langland, Geoffrey Chaucer, or William Shakespeare?
I mean, the only one I know is William Shakespeare. So, William Shakespeare.
Ooh, I'm between Langdon and Chaucer. I'm gonna go Langdon,
Langdon.
but just know Chaucer is my second choice.
Chaucer's it's a strong second, and it would have been a better first because
Dang
Geoffrey
it.
Chaucer is the correct answer,
I was on the right wavelength.
right?
Dang it.
He was determined that Chaucer was the first to link love with St. Valentine's Day. He wrote a poem back in the 14th century that was called The Parliament of Fowls, and it linked the mating of birds to February 14th. That was the date, and so that's what it is.
Wait, I'm still really confused.
Let's go back in history. Who is Saint Valentine, right? Saint Valentine is supposedly what Valentine's Day is named for, at least. And you know, as many know that there's lots of saints in the Catholic Church, right? And usually there are people that have been martyred. That's usually what happens. You get martyred and you did something great and you become a saint. Man, I really cannot see at all. And you hear me fumbling? Look at this. I put it on green. I can't read it at all. Can't read a lick of it. Does it look stupid with this light on? Yes. Now it's freaking you.
It looks like haunted.
Matches the animal sacrifices.
Yeah.
Getting spooky. in
Maybe if I
here,
turn,
guys.
maybe if I turn down the.
Why don't you
There it
take
is.
a picture of it on your phone?
Is that still bad?
That's not as bad.
Okay, Saint Valentine is the patron saint of all of the following I'm going to tell you, but one of them. Which one is he not the patron saint of? Okay. A, lovers. B, the heart. C, epilepsy. Or D, beekeepers. What is Saint Valentine not the patron saint of?
Lovers?
Did they know about epilepsy back then?
Lovers, the heart, epilepsy, beekeepers. I think you can add new things.
Oh, you can.
I believe so. I'm not really sure how the saint system works and how patron stuff does, but I believe you can add them.
I mean, I don't want to say love of the heart, but my track record is not good. I'm gonna say, I have no idea. Beekeepers. I'm gonna say.
I'll say epilepsy.
Those are both incorrect.
The love.
It's the heart. So currently, they're the patron saint of lovers, epilepsy, and beekeepers, among other things. So,
So
if you,
there's other people that are patrons of those things.
no. It's the patron saint of those three.
Oh.
It gets multiple
I
things. within it.
misunderstood the question. Okay.
Oh.
So I was right. Technically.
He is. Oh, that's what you were trying to say he was? Yes, you are correct. So really, if you get to February 14th and you're like, I'm not really feeling the Valentine's Day candy thing, you can just buy like a beehive
Okay.
and start your own beekeeping.
It's become epilepsy.
Or become epileptic. Very
ep-
true.
Become epileptic.
Or maybe epileptic?
epileptic.
Or maybe you could help someone with epilepsy as opposed to try to become. I don't think you can choose to become epileptic. But that's just me. What do I know? Okay, so St. Valentine, he existed, we think, right? So, to start, was there even a man named Valentine?
I hope so. All
Right?
the epilepsy people were praying to him.
We are not trying to insult anyone with epilepsy on this
Here's-
podcast.
Here's the question, though. How many St. Valentines does the holiday originate from? 1, 2, 3, or none?
I'm gonna say 2.
Is there just one option?
1 is an option.
I'll do one.
Which seems logical, right?
Basic.
Yeah, it is 2. Actually, there's a bunch of Valentines, but the 2 that come up the most when you research are these different 2. And both of them, oddly enough, were executed on February 14th. Both of them by the same Roman ruler, Claudius II. One was St. Valentine of Rome. He was a priest who refused to convert to paganism, and he was executed by Claudius. Prior to his execution, he miraculously healed the daughter of his jailer. Prior to his execution, while he was in jail, he healed the jailer's daughter. And as the legend goes, he then fell in love with the daughter, and on the day of his execution, wrote her a letter signed, "From your Valentine." Wow.
Oh.
Isn't that romantic?
That's so romantic.
And then he was beheaded and he was dead. And then next, he was a bishop of Terni around the same time. He became a beacon of love's resilience against oppression. Claudius II, he had made a rule, supposedly, as of legend, that his army, those who were members of it, could not date or marry women because he felt like that made them weak, right? So defying the emperor's edict, Valentine secretly conducted marriage ceremonies, championing the cause of love over the decrees of war.
And then he was killed.
His defiance led to imprisonment and execution.
Man.
Yeah.
sucks.
Isn't that
Really
crazy?
romantic though, that second one.
That's why you don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Well, back in the
Well,
day, that was maybe
They
what
weren't
could
killed at
happen.
the same time though, right? They were
Well,
pretty close.
10, 20
But
years
not-
of each other,
Okay.
right? So now we know about the saints,
The execution.
but now we are at the meat of the story, right? So oddly enough, they must have started this thing based on those saints, but there was something going on before that. Even before Christians were celebrating, there was a celebration, and this is where historians believe the roots of Valentine's Day come from. It was the ancient Roman festival of Lupercalia, right? I would say let's celebrate it, but once you hear about it, you will not like to celebrate it, I don't believe. So I'm going to ask you a question before I go into it and see if you can guess what were some of the rituals and things they did within this. So which of the following is not true about the Roman festival of Lupercalia? So 3 of these 4 things are actually true. This is not a trick question, just to help you guys out so you don't pick something incorrect. A, rituals were believed to enhance fertility and ease childbirth. B, priests would run through the streets naked. C, it was primarily dedicated to the god Jupiter as a celebration of marriage. Or D, priests gently slapped women with blood-soaked hides from sacrificed animals.
What?
Would you like me to read that last one more time, or do you think you got that one?
Say it one more time.
Priests gently, now this is key, gently, because if you did him hard, it would be inappropriate. They
Wrong.
gently slapped women with blood-soaked hides from sacrificed animals.
Well, considering the name of the episode,
Which one's not true? 3 of them.
I can't. My brain. Which one's not true?
Yeah, 3 of those are true.
I'm gonna say the one that sounds the most legit, which is the marriage, like Jupiter about marriage and.
What do you think, Jake?
Those are all really strange. I'm gonna guess the naked priest one.
Is not true.
I don't know. People like to get naked
I
back
think
in the
it
day.
was true.
And the true one is the celebration of marriage. That it did not happen. It was not a celebration of Jupiter. It was actually a celebration of foulness because it was focused on fertility, right? Priests called Luperci would perform animal sacrifices, a practice that was integral to this ancient pagan festival. The chosen animals were goats and 1 dog, so not 2, just 1. And they were symbols of fertility and purification in Roman culture. After they did the sacrifices,
Gosh.
the Luperci fashioned strips from the animal hides, soaked them in sacrificial blood, and paraded through the streets of Rome naked, gently slapping women with
So
blood-soaked
they're
hides.
naked while stopping.
Yes, it's a combined one. Let me read that again since I was rudely interrupted by the laugh. Because someone maybe still celebrates this. I don't know. They paraded through the streets of Rome naked, gently slapping women with blood-soaked hides of sacrificed animals, which they believed would enhance fertility and ease childbirth. So that's it.
That's
That is
so
what the combination.
weird.
So in a nutshell, what do executions, animal sacrifices, and Valentine's Day have in common?
Everything.
It's literally the origin story.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Why we celebrate this holiday? This is insane.
Well, I think if
And
you
now
go
it's-
back long enough, every holiday gets weird.
True.
We're the amateur experts learning on the fly. Got a random question, yes, so do we. Hi, a little bit of knowledge, a whole lot of fun. Talking about anything under the sun.
You're still here? What are you doing? It's over. See you next week.